Joan of Arc was just a teenage girl when she became one of the most famous figures in European history. Joan of Arc was born around 1412 in the village of Domremy in northeastern France, into a family of relatively prosperous farmers. She was not a noblewoman, had no military training, and could not read or write. Then, as a teenager, she began claiming that she heard voices and experienced visions of saints who told her to help France during the 100 Years' War against the English. At around 17 years old, she managed to reach the French heir to the throne, Charles, and convinced him to let her accompany the army toward Orleans, a city besieged by the English. This is where she became a legend. Joan became a symbol of French resistance, and in May 1429, French forces broke the English siege of Orleans. More victories followed, and Joan insisted that Charles be crowned at Reims. It happened, and Charles became King Charles VII, with Joan standing beside him. But her story soon turned into a tragedy. In 1430, Joan was captured by the Burgundians, allies of the English, and handed over to the English. She was brought before a church court in Rouen and accused of heresy and other charges, in a trial heavily influenced by politics. Joan was convicted, and on May 30, 1431, at only about 19 years old, she was burned at the stake. But that was not the end of her story. 25 years later, her conviction was overturned, and centuries later she became one of the most famous symbols of France. The Catholic Church canonized Joan of Arc as a saint in 1920. From a peasant girl to a military heroine, a royal coronation, and a martyr's death, all of this happened to Joan of Arc before she even turned 20.